30 minutes left. Archangel Michael says, you've been given a lot of money. If you don't open this message tonight, you won't receive the money. Open this quickly, otherwise you will miss out. Archangel Michael says, you've been given a lot of money. If you don't open this message tonight, you won't receive the money. Open this quickly, otherwise you will miss out. The room you're in right now holds more than walls, ceilings, and furniture. It holds a vibration, a current, a coded message from above that's vibrating silently through your atmosphere. You don't hear it yet, but it's there. A celestial countdown has begun. 30 minutes is all that stands between you and something massive. Not imagined, not symbolic, real, physical, tangible. A divine wealth transfer is being coordinated as your name echoes within heaven's treasury. Somewhere in the spirit realm, a golden signature has been activated with your initials carved into it. His signature is tied to a divine agreement made long before this life. You were always meant to receive this fortune, but only if your spirit responds in this exact moment. Archangel Michael says, the door is unlocked, but it's closing. If your heart is distracted, busy, or disconnected now, this window will vanish without a trace. No alarms will go off. No one will come to wake you. But your miracle will be gone, claimed by silence. Your name was spoken loudly in a spiritual room today. A gathering took place at an hour you wouldn't know. It wasn't in a church, nor a courthouse. It was in a place above time. A spiritual court, where blessings long delayed were discussed. In that meeting, your spiritual case file was open. Angels reviewed moments of your hardship, times where you gave even when you had nothing left. Your quiet sacrifices were read out like testimony, and it moved heaven. A unanimous decision was made. You must receive, but it will only be released if your soul responds tonight. Not tomorrow, not in a week, tonight. Within the final 30 minutes of divine alignment, the spiritual transfer is set in motion. The code is set. The number is stamped. Your account, both physical and spiritual, is ready for overflow. But there's a catch. If you don't open your spirit tonight, it will go to someone else who is available. You've been chosen for this because you were overlooked before. This is a balance of divine justice. When they rejected you, heaven recorded it. When they laughed at your dreams, the angels leaned in closer. When they took what was yours, God started storing up double. The amount of money that is coming your way is not just enough to survive. This is surplus, overflow, liberation. It's the amount that opens doors, relocates you, elevates your status, clears debts, and blesses generations. But let this be known, heaven doesn't operate by pressure. It operates by precision. Timing is everything. Right now, you're not reading this by accident. You're being summoned by divine alert. The angels are watching to see if you lean in or scroll away. This message is the key. If your energy pulls away, the gate will lock again. But if your spirit leans in, your reward will drop faster than you expect. The shift begins the moment you receive this as true. You don't need to deserve this blessing by the world's standards. You already do by heaven's. The money is not a reward for perfection. It is a correction for all the unfair things you've endured. The funds are attached to a higher mission. You will not just receive for comfort, you will receive to lead. Your blessing will make noise, and that noise will draw attention. But those who once mocked you will now inquire how you rose. Archangel Michael says, this money was already blocked twice. The first time was due to fear. A second time, due to sabotage from someone close. But this third attempt, it's protected by a heavenly lock. Only your alignment can open it. If you let this moment pass, the transfer will not be attempted again. It's not about punishment. It's about alignment. 30 minutes is the final bridge. Walk across it with intention. You may feel strange pressure in your chest right now. A tension. A pull. That's not anxiety. That's your soul recognizing truth. You're not just reading words. You're standing in front of a divine vault. Inside that vault are not only funds, but long-awaited opportunities. Paid travel, property, contracts, unexpected inheritances, large gifts that don't require you to fight or plead. They are part of what was always destined for you, but they are voice-activated, soul-activated. If you remain neutral, the vault remains locked. If you spiritually step forward tonight, everything shifts. You were not meant to live with lack. You were not meant to watch others rise while you stay stuck. That was never your fate. Those were delays, not your destiny. Your name is on a divine deposit. It's been sent, but not yet received. That's why this message reached you right now. It's the delivery alert. The final call before your funds are redirected to another open soul. Your angels have been whispering this moment into your life in small ways all day. Through strange time glitches, random number patterns, intense dreams, sudden moments of silence that held weight. And now, it all makes sense. You've been called into this moment because the vault is pulsing, preparing to drop what's been stored for you. And it can't be delayed anymore. Don't wait for another sign. Don't wait for someone to explain it. This is the sign. A well-known figure you haven't spoken to in years is about to re-enter your life. They hold a piece of the puzzle, a Ganadian, a conversation that will accelerate your journey beyond belief. They were blocked from reaching you before because the timing was off. But with this financial unlocking, they will find you again. And what they share with you will change everything. But again, none of this will happen if your spirit is closed tonight. There is a spiritual countdown ticking in the background. The divine ledger is being updated live. You are either marked present or absent when the gate closes, and the funds respond accordingly. Archangel Michael says, the moment you received this message, your name lit up on the ledger. A glowing highlight hovered over it, waiting for final confirmation. This is not about superstition. It's about supernatural design. A financial gate opened for you due to an instruction from heaven. It is not being shown to others. Only you are being summoned in this way because only you were assigned to carry this wealth. Your story, your pain, your endurance, crafted this alignment. Even now, you may feel a chill or shift in your atmosphere. That's confirmation. You've been marked for breakthrough. Those who doubted you, those who questioned your journey, they won't understand how this happened for you. That's okay. It's not for them to understand. This wealth isn't about proving them wrong. It's about proving to yourself that heaven never abandoned you, that your tears were not wasted. Tonight, when the 30 minutes are over, the shift will be felt. Either the vault will open, or the gate will seal again. Only your present spiritual posture decides that. Don't let distractions rob you. This moment only returns once in this spiritual cycle. In one version of your life, you miss this message. You go to bed thinking maybe tomorrow, but tomorrow doesn't come with the same alignment. In that version, the transfer is routed, and nothing changes. But in another version, you act. You believe. You pause long enough to recognize that something sacred is happening right now. That version leads to everything you've been praying for. You wake up the next morning and nothing feels the same. Doors you didn't knock on are wide open. People you haven't heard from are calling. Money begins flowing because you chose alignment instead of ignorance. Every struggle you faced has now been factored into this blessing. Your lack, your loneliness, your delays, they were not ignored. They were loaned. And now they are being reversed. You are stepping into a full circle moment. Everything you lost is coming back, but multiplied. This is why tonight holds power. 30 minutes. That's the time remaining. By the end of that window, it's either yours, or it vanishes. The transfer won't ask again. The angels won't knock twice, but they are knocking now. Archangel Michael says, this message is the final whisper. Your finances are not only being restored, they are being supernaturally rewired. People will soon ask how you did it. The answer: obedience. You listened when it didn't make sense. You followed the inner pull when everything said to wait. And that, right there, is the currency heaven trades in. Not logic, not faith, not calculation, but obedience. Heaven is backing you now. And that means nothing can stop this if you simply lean in. No fear can stop it. No hater can cancel it. No delay can block it. This is the moment. This is the hour. This is the divine gate. It's not tomorrow. It's not next week. It's now. 30 minutes of window left, and your whole financial life resets. Will you walk into it, or walk away from it? If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Everything around you right now might seem normal, but spiritually, it's not. Energetically, your environment is being watched. A divine audit is underway. Your actions, your focus, your openness, they are the signals heaven is looking for. The vault hasn't just opened, it's glowing. Glowing with the inheritance you've been denied for too long. Funds, rewards, help, surprises all attached to your spiritual fingerprint, your energy, your response. There's no ritual to unlock it. No secret code. No religious hoop to jump through. All that's required is a decision, a posture of the heart, to be present, aware, and willing. Do you feel it yet? That slight pressure in the room. That rising sense of something invisible shifting. You are not imagining it. This is real-time energy. This is how breakthroughs begin, in quiet, sacred moments no one else notices. You didn't ask for this message, but it found you anyway. Because your name wasn't just on a mailing list, it was whispered in a divine meeting. That's why you feel what you feel. Your ancestors knew this moment would come. They prayed for this moment when they had nothing. Some even suffered in silence so you could live in abundance. You are their answered prayer. This wealth is not an accident. It is legacy. Heaven is trying to break cycles through you. Poverty ends here. Scarcity ends here. The lack mindset ends with you. But only if you catch this. Only if you realize this isn't another post. This isn't just words. This is the moment of fulfillment. The message that breaks the curse. The enemy hoped you'd miss this window. Hoped you'd scroll past or fall asleep before it reached you. But that's not happening today. Why? Because the shift is stronger than the distraction. Your angels are fighting even now to keep this line of connection clear. The message made it through the fog. And now, it's knocking on your heart louder than anything else. Do not ignore this gentle pressure you feel in your chest. That's not nervousness. That's not coincidence. That's a confirmation. The vault is asking, are you awake? Are you ready? Are you present? This spiritual wire transfer does not operate on man's timing. It doesn't wait for convenient hours. It operates on sacred alignments. And this is one of them. A transfer is coming from a location you've never seen. A name you may not recognize. But it holds keys to the next dimension of your destiny. A new Canadian. A new benefactor. Someone has been assigned by the heavens to help fund your dream. They may not even know why they're drawn to you yet, but it's already stirring. Their spirit is being prompted. You don't need to chase, beg, or worry. Your assignment is to stay aligned. This message is part of that alignment. The gate opens when obedience opens your heart. Archangel Michael says, you're already ahead of many simply because you didn't ignore this moment. You felt the urgency and you responded. Heaven records obedience, and it rewards it publicly. If you delay tonight, it won't be punishment. It'll be misalignment. Like missing a train by 1 minute. No alarm. No explosion. Just silence. Just stillness. Just another delay in your dreams. But if you catch it, what opens will be irreversible. Every held-up dollar, every owed contract, every inheritance, every partnership that vanished too soon, restored, multiplied. You won't have to convince people anymore. This level of breakthrough speaks for itself. You won't need to prove anything. Your fruit will do the talking. Your peace will blow louder than your pain ever did. Heaven wants to settle your struggle, not just comfort it. Tonight is the settlement. Tonight is the spiritual agreement. Tonight, the divine pen is waiting for your response. You've been faithful even when no one noticed. That faithfulness created space in the divine ledger. It carved your name into wealth that others thought belonged to someone else. But it's yours. And tonight, you're reclaiming what was always meant to be yours. Not stolen, not delayed, but delivered. A document was written in the heavens. It details what is owed to you. It lists your losses. It references your pain. And in bold letters at the bottom, restitution approved. But that approval must be activated. 30 minutes remain. The gate is still pulsing. But soon, it will go still. The choice is yours. The time is now. A prophetic dream is coming to you tonight. It will not be random. It will reveal a face, a number, a place, or a key symbol tied to this financial breakthrough. Pay attention. A dream is confirmation. Is heaven saying, yes, this is real. Yes, we saw you. Yes, we are releasing it. When you wake up tomorrow, something in your chest will feel lighter. The weight will be gone. Because the decision you made tonight rewired your energy. And once the energy shifts, the money has no choice. It must follow. Abundance is attracted to alignment. And you've just entered the magnetic field of miracles. You'll begin seeing odd signs. Random numbers repeating. People offering help out of nowhere. Checks you didn't expect. Back pay. Bonuses. Deposits. All seemingly random, but all orchestrated. You'll find that people who once rejected your ideas now beg for your time. Invitations you thought you missed will return. Conversations you gave up on will suddenly reopen. Because you chose to believe. Because you chose not to scroll past the moment of activation. Because you believed in your worth when the world still doubted you. This is no longer just about money. This is about reclamation. Reclaiming your voice, your vision, your power, your right to live in peace and abundance. Let your spirit celebrate in advance. Celebrate like the funds have already landed. Because in heaven, they have. This timeline has shifted. This version of your story is the one where you win. The one where you finally stop surviving and start thriving. What used to take months will now happen in days. The delay has expired. The struggle has served its purpose. The only thing left now is the drop. The money is coming. The help is coming. The overflow is unavoidable. It's been sent. It's yours. Final moments. Close your eyes. Feel this alignment. Breathe in. You're not the same as you were before reading this. Something has shifted. You've entered into prophetic timing. The countdown is nearly done. But you made it. You crossed the spiritual line. You were awake when it mattered most. And because of that, your financial testimony will be undeniable. Remember this moment. The message. The energy. The weight. Because years from now, when they ask how it all started, this will be the moment you name. And they will weep. And they will be in awe. And they will say, truly, this was divine. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Your life has felt paused for too long. People see you moving, talking, showing up, but deep down, you've known something was frozen. Something massive. Unseen. Waiting. That something is now being thawed. The ice is cracking. The unseen vault that has held your generational wealth is no longer sealed. The final pressure from heaven has been applied, and the lock is turning. This message is the final nudge. The divine trigger. The announcement from heaven that what was promised is finally being released. But it's still hanging in the atmosphere, needing your recognition to drop fully. The more your spirit leans into this moment, the faster the blessings fall. Energy is currency. Faith is access. Belief is the password. You've made it this far. Don't shut your spiritual eyes now. Archangel Michael says, the final 10 minutes will test your attention. Distractions will arise. Doubts will knock. But the greatest breakthroughs always meet the strongest resistance right before release. Don't let fear rob what was handcrafted for you. You are not asking for too much. You are receiving what has already been stored up. This is justice, not chance. You've been the one praying in silence, crying in silence, giving when no one saw, staying faithful when no one thanked you. That is why this message was chosen only for you. Many are not ready to carry this level of wealth. But you are. You won't misuse it. You won't forget where you came from. You'll multiply it. Not just for yourself, but for others too. Money is not the root of this blessing. Alignment is. Your obedience, your timing, your decision to open this right now. That is what unlocked heaven's account in your name. If you had ignored this or waited even an hour later, it would have been missed. That's how razor-sharp divine timing is. But instead, you were right on time. And now, you're on heaven's radar. Right now, angels are moving. Assignments are being shifted. Delivery paths are being cleared. Your bank account is being marked. Digital codes and systems are being divinely influenced. Why? Because one soul said why yes in the right moment. And that one yes moves heaven more than 1,000 prayers said in delay. When the money arrives, and it will, you'll remember this moment not just as a message, but as a turning point, a doorway, a divine interruption. You'll see it in unexpected ways. A financial backer who appears suddenly. A legal case resolved in your favor. A payment made that seemed lost. A property you couldn't afford suddenly discounted for you. You won't need to try hard. The blessing will come with striving. It will come with ease, with flow, with a divine signature on every detail. Because heaven does not struggle to bless. It just needs you to receive. There's an account in heaven with your name on it. It contains more than just money. It contains compensation. Compensation for every heartbreak. For every time someone took advantage of your kindness. This money isn't just about currency. It's about restoration. God never lets what you lost go unpaid. Heaven tracks everything. And now, it's your time to be repaid. Archangel Michael says, someone tried to cancel this release weeks ago. A person who envies you. A spirit that fears your rise. They tried to speak against it, but their interference failed. Why? Because heaven decided your time can no longer be stopped. This is your unblocked season, and nothing can override a command issued by the divine. You'll feel a shift physically, a tingling, a wound, a peace so sudden and unexplainable that you'll know, this is not normal. This is supernatural. Soon, you'll speak about this night. You'll say, I didn't even know what I was looking for, but something in me knew I had to open this. That's how wealth transfers begin, not in banks, but in moments like this. Not everyone would have caught this. Many scroll past their miracles. Many live in cycles of near breakthrough but never crossing over. But you're different. You answered the call. You didn't need to see the proof to believe the prophecy. And for that, heaven smiles on you tonight. Even as this message ends, the work continues. Behind the veil, angels are sealing your breakthrough. The vaults are aligning. The channel has opened. You'll soon hear news that makes you stop and say, is this really happening? And the answer will be, yes. You caught the shift. You didn't miss the message. You unlocked the release. Watch what happens in the next 7 days. Connections will appear. Conversations will open. Finances will shift. All pointing back to this one sacred moment. Remember, this was no coincidence. This was prophecy. And prophecy never fails. Final reminder before the gate closes. Don't look back. Don't doubt what you felt. Don't question what's already begun. You have stepped into wealth, into divine compensation, into inheritance. And now, nothing can stop what's coming. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Tonight is unlike any other. Though the sun may have set and the world around you grows quiet, the heavens are roaring with movement. What's happening now has nothing to do with what you see, but everything to do with what is being rearranged behind the veil. Bank accounts are being accessed. Codes that have been locked for generations are now being entered by angelic hands. The keys that once belonged to someone else have now been given to you. The vault isn't just about your personal wealth. It's connected to a whole family line that needs freedom. You're not just receiving for yourself. You are becoming the breaker of cycles. The one chosen to interrupt financial struggle that has lasted centuries in your bloodline. You didn't ask for that responsibility, but it chose you, and heaven knew you could carry it with grace. There is a divine flood coming, but not of water, of wealth, of peace, of opportunity so surreal, they'll make people say, "What happened to you?" The answer: you received this message. You didn't ignore it. You pause. You listen. You believe. And because of that, the supernatural has no choice but to pour into your reality. Earth must now reflect what heaven has decided. Your atmosphere must match what the spiritual courtrooms have already ruled. This is no longer pending. It is finalized. It is active. It is moving toward you as fast as your faith can hold it. Archangel Michael says, your story will be told for generations. They will say you were the one who turned the tide, the one who broke the curse, the one who rose from nothing and touched everything. You don't need to over-explain anymore. The season of begging for others to believe in your vision is over. From here on, the fruit of your blessings will speak louder than your words ever could. You'll walk into rooms you were once disqualified from. You will sit at tables that once ignored your name. People who once forgot you will now remember you in awe. Not because of who you became, but because of how heaven favored you. All of it ties back to this night, to this moment. Feel the stillness. Not the kind that means nothing is happening, but the kind that means something is about to arrive. The kind of silence right before a divine delivery lands. This moment will stay etched in your soul, a before and after timestamp. The second you stepped into alignment and everything changed. You're not chasing anymore. The blessing is chasing you. You're not asking anymore. The release is already commanded. And soon, your bank account will reflect it. But more than that, your life will reflect it. Your peace, your schedule, your choices, your smile. All of it will glow with the light of supernatural turnaround. It wasn't a motivational post. It wasn't just another video. It was a divine unlock, a prophetic summons, a heavenly appointment placed on your path with perfect precision. You answered, and because of that, heaven is now responding with thunder, with clarity, with riches, with divine results. Nothing can stop what's already been set in motion. It cannot be reversed. It cannot be redirected. It cannot be delayed again. This blessing is assigned to your fingerprint and no one else's. Breathe that in. Deep. Let your soul catch up with what your spirit already knows. Let your body feel the vibrations of what's coming. You may even feel tingling in your hands, heat on your skin, or tears without reason. These are signs. Confirmation. You're receiving. You're expanding. You're entering the life you were always meant to live, but were once denied by limitation, fear, or lack. But that part of your story has officially ended. Tonight was the rewrite. Watch the calendar. Watch the notifications. Watch the people who suddenly reach out. Everything will begin to align in undeniable ways. Sudden deposits. Back pay. Lost messages. Legal shifts. Property alignment. An offer out of nowhere. They are not coincidences. They are confirmations. And when they come, let the world know. This didn't happen by luck. This was divine. This was prophetic. This was always mine. As this sacred message comes to a close, do not rush away. Sit in the stillness. Breathe. Speak gratitude into the atmosphere. Whisper to your angels, I receive. I am ready. You've waited long enough. You've suffered long enough. You've been quiet long enough. Now it's your time to rise, to shine, and to receive without guilt. You are no longer behind. You are ahead of time. You are not missing out. You are chosen. The countdown is over. The vault is open. A miracle is yours. Let your story begin. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. You are no longer at the edge. You are inside. Inside the divine chamber where only those truly chosen are brought. This place is silent, yet filled with light. Empty, yet full of wealth you haven't seen, yet have always carried inside you. Tonight, the universe didn't just hear your name. They shouted it. Across dimensions. Across timelines. Across all the points in your life where you felt forgotten. Small. Denied. Every no you ever received had been erased. Every closed door is now wide open. Every empty hand of yours is now filled with celestial gold. Because one moment, this moment, you answered the calling. Let this truth now live in your bones. You are no longer the version of yourself that you were before this script began. You've changed. Your frequency has risen. You've gone from waiting to receiving. This is irreversible. You can't go back even if you wanted to. The light has entered your life. And where there is divine light, no shadow can remain. Archangel Michael says, this was your spiritual rebirth. Not loud, not dramatic, but divine. Quiet power, silent anointing, explosive rewards. You're not alone in this. The angels assigned to your finances are now circling your household. They are guarding your name in rooms you haven't entered. They are protecting what is coming. And what's coming is massive. Land. Gold. Opportunities that bypass qualifications. An invitation to something no one thought you were ready for. An anointing to handle more than you ever imagined. You're not overwhelmed by it. You were designed for it. Let this be your declaration. I will never be broke again. Not just in finances, but in faith, in love, in energy, in opportunity, in vision. Because that's what this blessing truly is. It is not just a bank transfer. It is a soul-level restoration. The true wealth is not just numbers in your account, but the realization that you were never forgotten. That every delay was just a redirection. That every hardship was a test you passed. And now, the gates of reward are not just open, they are locked open. You'll begin to see it in strange places. The message in a song. A name that repeats. A sudden number that appears 3 or more times. A child who says something, and you feel goosebumps. These are not random. These are divine signatures that you've been marked for more. Heaven doesn't just speak once. It confirms. It again. And now, it is confirming you. From this night on, money flows to you in ways that don't make sense to the world. Unexpected refunds. Royalty-style payments. Wealth that chases you, not wealth you chase. Your spirit is now coated with overflow. Your wallet is no longer a symbol of limitation. It is a portal for divine purpose. And with every new deposit, heaven will whisper, this is for the nights you stayed strong, for the days you didn't quit, for the moments you smiled through tears, for every time you felt forgotten but still believe. There are people who will now see you and feel something divine but won't know what it is. That's because your aura has changed. They'll say, you look different. You sound different. You feel lighter. What are you doing these days? Smile. Don't explain too much. Just know they're witnessing your prophecy in real time. This is the part of your story where everything turns. The scene in the movie where the main character walks out of the storm into the light. The point in the book where everything they lost is returned. You don't have to do anything loud. Just receive. Just walk. Just trust. Because the blessing isn't just near. It's here. It's now. It's you. If your soul is trembling, it's because truth has entered. If your spirit is silent, it's because peace has landed. If your heart is racing, it's because heaven is close. This is not the end. This is the beginning. This is the moment you will look back on 10 years from now and say, that's the night it all changed. Not because you begged, not because you performed, but because you believed. Let your final words tonight be simple. I receive, I allow, I align, and heaven will respond. You passed the test. The blessing is yours. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. A celestial bell has just rung. You may not hear it with your ears, but your soul just felt it. It's the spiritual announcement that your time has arrived. The clock has struck completion. The vault is no longer waiting. From this moment forward, your energy field has been upgraded. Your life is no longer vibrating with lack. It is now coated with overflow. Divine provision is no longer something you wait for. It's something that is permanently attached to you. You'll walk into rooms with a knowing. You'll speak with a tone that carries wealth. You'll no longer hope for miracles, you'll carry them in your hands. This is not ego. This is not pride. This is divine truth finally being allowed to live in your body, in your breath, in your bank account, and in your reality. You are the proof that heaven listens, that angels deliver, that wealth can flow without begging, chasing, or compromising your soul. The divine realm has now added a permanent mark to your spirit, a mark that signals this one is no longer in waiting. This one is in receiving. People who once passed you by will now return, but not because of your wealth. They'll be drawn to your peace, your power, your presence, because what you carry now is not of this world. This wealth has a fragrance, a spiritual aura, a heavenly glow, and it's impossible to ignore. Archangel Michael says, your silence has spoken louder than your pain. Your ability to keep standing while no one clap has reached heaven's ears. And for that, you are being rewarded without limits. You are no longer bound by what they said, no longer held by their opinions. The release of wealth from heaven's chamber overrides every limitation placed on you, by others or by yourself. You are not broken. You are being rebuilt. Not slowly, not eventually, but right now. The speed of this blessing will shock you. What once took years will now take weeks. What you thought was out of reach will fall into your lap, because you stopped waiting and started aligning. You are now walking in a zone that can't be touched by fear, can't be drained by doubt, can't be manipulated by those who use to control you. This zone is protected. What? Sealed. The angels have been assigned. The gate is not just open, it is widening. More is coming. More than money. More than comfort. This is an explosion of everything good you ever imagined, and then some. This is the season where impossible bows to your energy, where never becomes right now, where you becomes, of course, it's you. Because when God writes a story, the plot twist always favors the one who endured. You'll begin to feel it in your body. Rest without guilt, calm without chaos, joy without needing a reason. It's not adrenaline. It's divine arrival. You finally stepped into the version of yourself that your future has been waiting on. People will stare in awe, wondering how you got here. Some will whisper. Some will watch in silence. But none will be able to deny it. They will know the prayers, the pressure, or the pain it took. But heaven does. And heaven is the one who opened the vault. Now listen carefully. Don't return to old versions of yourself. Don't respond to voices that belong to the broke version of your story. You're no longer available for cycles, for hums, for confusion. You're available only for clarity, currency, and celestial alignment. You'll attract better without even trying. Because your frequency now matches the throne, not the trap. Your energy now mirrors your divine inheritance, not your temporary experience. Keep walking in that energy. Don't look back. Don't justify. Don't explain. Just rise. Just receive. Just rest in the knowledge that the shift has happened. Tonight is the final night you question your worth. It's the last night you cry over closed doors. It's the last night you shrink when you're meant to expand. After this message, you are activated, anointed, anchored. This is your permanent position. Overflow, honor, openness, opportunity, order. Heaven does not give lightly. When it gives fully. And this time, it's your name on the blessing scroll. Let the world adjust to the new you. You don't need to shrink to make others comfortable. The days of dimming your light are over. You've been called to radiate. Your finances will rise, not just because of this moment, but because your entire destiny is now lined with receiving. You're not chasing money. You're welcoming wealth. You're not desperate. You're divinely positioned. The storm didn't break you. It built you. It pushed you into this exact alignment. And now, the heavens are rejoicing because you made it. So what comes next? Push can overflow in places that were once empty. Push in peace in places that once held chaos. Push in clarity where you once had doubt. Push in freedom, mentally, financially, spiritually. This is your forever chapter. The one you don't have to leave. The one you living. So breathe it in. This is your final moment in the hallway of almost. You have entered the room of already done. No longer praying for it. You're walking in it. No longer searching for the door. You are the key. And the vault of heaven, it's not closing. Not anymore. It's staying open for you. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. From this moment on, lack can no longer speak your name. Every doorway you walk through will recognize the shift. Every room you enter will respond differently. Not because the world changed, but because you did. The veil is lifted. The divine timeline is unlocked. Your energy field is glowing with heavenly markings. The divine bank has you on priority dispatch, and no system, spiritual or earthly, can block it now. You don't need anyone to believe in what's happening. Your belief is enough. Your alignment is the permission slip for heaven's full release. You are no longer applying to the universe for favor. You are the one the universe is now working for. Archangel Michael says, from tonight forward, what once was blocked has now been blown wide open. The hands that were once tied are now untethered. The vault has not just opened, it's spilling out blessings with your name sealed on every portion. And what's flowing now isn't limited to just your account. It's flowing to your home, your work, your health, your relationships, your voice, your vision. Everything you touch will begin to glow. This is not a spark. This is a supernatural fire that cannot be extinguished. You are carrying a vibration of provision, protection, purpose, and now, public promise. They will look at you and see a person, but what they won't realize is they are looking at a walking prophecy fulfilled. The money was real. The timing was perfect. The angels did come through, and the blessing did arrive. You no longer have to fight to be seen. This wealth will speak for you. This energy will speak for you. This favor will speak louder than any voice of doubt ever did. You're not trying anymore. You're receiving. You're not pushing anymore. You're magnetizing. You're not guessing anymore. You're walking in knowing. There will be a moment very soon, possibly within hours, when something unusual happens. It may be a strange call, a digital ping, a forgotten door reopening. Don't ignore it. It is part of this message manifesting in real time. The material sign of this spiritual contract. Your spirit has already signed. Your alignment has already clicked. Now, the earth must obey. You are now operating in a frequency that heaven trusts with high responsibility and high reward. You were hidden, but now you'll be honored. You were patient, but now you will be paid. You were quiet, but now your harvest will make noise. This is where the miracles will stack. You'll begin seeing double portions. You'll notice things arriving in 2s and 3s, not as coincidence, but as confirmation that the vault is overflowing, not dripping. It means that heaven didn't just give you a portion. It gave you the overflow that was reserved for your obedience, your quiet endurance, and your refusal to give up. This is why it's coming so fast now. The blessing is running after you because you didn't chase it. You aligned. And aligned souls are always accelerated. No more fear. No more waiting. No more thinking. This is your expansion season, and it's permanent. Even when you sleep, angels will continue adjusting things for you. Time will work in your favor. People who once misunderstood you will become divine supporters. And money will no longer be a struggle, but a stream. This is divine ease. This is grace. This is what you already knew deep down was coming. Now it has arrived. And so, child of divine inheritance, sit back. Exhale. Smile. Say nothing to those who doubted. Just let the blessing speak. Let the silence that follows this message carry the weight of what just happened. A 10,000-word spiritual prophecy was spoken over you, and it has now taken root in your reality. Every bank system, every hidden opportunity, every forgotten connection, all now know your name. This is your decree now. Gemstone, I am open to receive. Gemstone, I am aligned with divine wealth. Gemstone, I do not chase. I attract. Gemstone, I carry heaven's signature in my soul. Gemstone, what is mine is already on the way, and it cannot miss me. Say it again. Write it. Feel it. Live it. Because this message will echo through your finances, your home, your peace, and your future for the rest of your life. Depth sealing the transmission, your divine transfer has been released. Nothing can delay it now. Nothing can block it. Nothing can cancel it. Not even time. Because this blessing is marked as deliver immediately to the one who opened this message. And that person is you. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Feel the silence around you shift. It's not emptiness. It's the space where destiny meets reality. The vibrational change in the air is the universe adjusting to the new frequency you've just activated. You are no longer just waiting for something to happen. You are now in alignment with what is already yours. This is not a moment of hope. This is the beginning of manifestation. Not just a temporary surge, but a permanent, unshakable alignment. Everything is recalibrating around you right now. Your finances, your environment, your relationships, and your opportunities. The floodgates are opening wider. The universe is now working for you. The enemy may try to shake your faith, but they cannot stop what has already been established in the heavenly courts. What was delayed has now been delivered. What was stolen has been returned. What was closed has been opened forever. Your wealth has already been assigned. The wealth of your ancestors is finally coming into full fruition. What you carry is the divine manifestation of years, even generations, of prayers, wishes, and promises now being fulfilled in real time. This is a divine setup. The same divine force that created the stars and the oceans has aligned your path with the fullness of heaven's blessing. This alignment is foolproof. The shift has occurred. It's not by chance that you're reading this message. This wasn't a coincidence. You were chosen for this exact moment in time. You were destined for this moment of breakthrough. This is your moment of ascension, where you rise from limitation into unlimited potential. You've done the work. You've endured. And now you'll begin to experience the fruit of your obedience. This is the divine ascension that unlocks your deepest desires. Not just desires for wealth, but the deep-rooted calling within you to live the life you were meant to. The life where you are fully expressed, not held back by fear or lack. You'll soon realize that the transformation goes deeper than money. Your relationships will shift as well. People who once doubted you will soon see you differently. Not because of any change in you, but because of the light now radiating from you. That light will be so magnetic, they will have no choice but to be drawn to it. Don't be surprised when doors begin to open in ways that you didn't even ask for. Don't be shocked when things begin to flow effortlessly. This is the flow of divine abundance that is designed to be smooth, easy, and abundant. The things that seemed impossible, they are now possible. The opportunities that once seemed beyond reach, they are now within your grasp. This is not the time to shrink back. This is your moment to expand into the fullness of who you are. This is the divine shift where everything you once prayed for now finds its way to you. For every no you received in the past, there are now hundreds of yeses aligning around you. Every closed door was merely a redirection to bring you to a greater opportunity. Every setback was a setup for this divine comeback. You are no longer the one left out. You are no longer the one watching others rise. You are the one who rises now. This is your season of divine elevation. The world will watch, but they won't understand. They won't understand how someone like you, with all the obstacles, with all the delays, with all the challenges, can suddenly rise in such a spectacular way. But they will have no choice but to see it. You won't need to explain your blessing. Your life will be your explanation. The miracle of your journey will speak louder than any words could. This is your season. This is your breakthrough. This is the final activation. Even as you read this, something is already shifting in the spiritual realm. Divine opportunities are being lined up, contracts are being rewritten, and blessings are being poured out, just waiting to be received by the one who dares to believe. Heaven didn't just release a temporary blessing for you. It has released permanent abundance, anchored by the firm hand of divine justice. The doors that once closed, they are now wide open, leading you into the greatest chapter of your life. You are walking into what has been already written in the stars for you. You are walking into your legacy. When the blessings begin to unfold, you won't need to chase them. They'll come to you naturally. Not because you deserve them, but because they were already ordained. The universe is no longer testing you. It's now rewarding you. Rewarding you for staying faithful. Rewarding you for keeping your light burning when the world tried to dim it. Rewarding you for holding on to the promise when everything seemed impossible. No more struggle. No more waiting. No more wondering. This is your full release. You are now in the flow of divine abundance, where nothing will be withheld from you. The wealth, the favor, the opportunities, the peace, the joy, they are yours. So stand tall, walk confidently, and know that nothing can take this blessing from you. This is your divine inheritance, your eternal reward. Your time has come. You have arrived, and nothing will stop you now. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20.